Hello guys, welcome back to this project series, and in today's series we are going to see how we are going to make a guess game. And in this guess game I'm going to allow a user to enter a number and let the user guess the number, and if the number match, I'll print something like the user has won. If the number did not match, I'll print something like the user got the guess wrong or something like that. So the first thing we are going to do in this game or in this project, we are going to like import the module we are going to use, which is random. And I believe for most of you following me, you have not imported any module before. So what we are like simply trying to do is this module is already built somewhere in Python by Python developer. So it is built to like make some of the tasks a little bit easier for us. So what it's going to do for us is to like enable us generate random numbers. If we enter a number and then within the range, it will be able to like generate a number for us. These modules, you don't have to install them. They have already been installed in Python. That's why I did only import them. But there are some that you have to like install, like Pillow, Flask, and all those that you use in future. You have to install them because those ones are like developed by other users and they are not pre-installed by Python. So you have to like install them before you import them. But this you just have to import them. After importing them, I will want to like welcome the user. Something like, are you like using double quotes? Welcome to this game. And then after that, I'm going to let into like enter a number. That's a number. So create a variable called number range. You can make your name your variable whatever you want. And then I'm going to say this number range is equal to input. And this input is going to be like, oh, please, let me make it simple. Please enter a number. So this is the number where we are going to make the users to guess from. So once the user enter the number, you see we are using input, and input return or string. So we have to like convert it to string to like integer. So but we have to first check if the user entered a digit or he did not enter a digit. Because in most of the cases you see I use int, but the essence is once we are using int, if the user did not enter a digit, we cannot tell the user that he did not enter a digit. It will just return error in the game. But if you are using this method, it's going to be easy for us to like tell the user you did not enter a digit, please enter a digit. So I can do something like this. If num range is digit, if it is digit, then we are going to do something. Then num range is equal to int. You see, int num range, just like similar to what we used to do. But in this case now we are going to know if it did not enter a digit, and if it did not enter a digit, we can say something like else, and then we say we'll print, oh please enter a digit next time, and then we are going to quit the program if it did not enter a digit. And then we are also going to check if if the user enters zero is a digit, but we cannot make a lot of guess within that range. So we can like check if he enters zero, a number greater less than zero. If he enters such number, we have to like ask the user to enter a number that is not zero or less than zero. So let's say again, we're going to do a nested if this time. If number range is less than equal to zero, then we are going to tell the user print, please enter a larger number, a larger number next time, and then we are going to quit the game as well. Quit. So this is how it's going to be. I believe you understand to this point. I'll still like we get the input from the user, then we check if it's digit. If it's not digit, we tell the user to please enter a digit. And then if it is digit, we are going to check if it's less than or equal to zero. And if it's less than or equal to zero, we are going to tell the user to please enter a number next time. I think we should have, let me try this out for you to see. Let's say, Python guess .py. Then please enter a number. If I did not enter a digit, this is going to say please enter a digit next time, and then it will quit this program. So it's really working as expected. So after this, then one other thing we're going to do is we're going to use the while loop here. While all this is true, then I'm going to say something like while all this is true, then a random number. This is where I'm going to use my random number. Random number as the name of the variable I'm going to create is equal to random random dot rand int. So this is one of the way we use the random. So this random is from this import. That's why we are using in this way. So this is some of the methods of random. And then in this random, we can use random int or we can use random range. But the difference between the random range and the random int, let me show you. So let's say in this random, we are going to have where we are going to start the number we are going to start with. Sorry, start and then the number we are going to end with. So we are always going to have the number we are going to start with and the number we are going to end with whenever we are using random or rand int. But the difference is that, let's say for example, I'm going to start with, yes, I'm going to start from 0 to this end. Yes, I'm going to end at 10. So when I'm using round range, what it will do is it's going to print from 0, but it's not going to include 10 because it's going to stop at 9. But if I'm using round int, is going to include 10 for me. So I believe that's the simple difference between using round range and round int. So anyone you prefer, you can put it in your range. But in this case, we don't want to use this number. We want the user to like enter the number itself. So, but we have to start with 0. And then we are going to use this variable we used here, asking the user to like enter a number. So we are going to say num range. That's what we are going to use here. So this num range is coming from this input that the user is going to enter here. So now we are going to check if, okay, then after that, we're going to ask the user to like make a guess. Let's say guess. We create a variable guess, which is equal to input. Or please make a guess. So we're going to say please make a guess. So once the user guess, whatever number I guess, we return the number. So but before that, we are going to check if the guess is digit or if it is not digit, just like what we did there. We are going to say something like if guess is digit, then guess is equal to int guess. So we have converted it to integer here, but if it is not guess, we are going to tell the user else. If it is not guess, we are going to tell the user please, in your print we are going to say please enter a valid number, something like that. We are going to tell the user to enter a valid number. Then we are going to use continue in this case. And what this continue does, I think I did a video on continue. What this does is when the user enter a number that is not integer, let's say they will say please enter the valid number, then it will still continue looping till the user enters a valid number, then it can continue. Let's say for example now, let me show you. Welcome to this guess game, enter a number, I'll just say 5, and then please make a guess. If I did not enter a number, you see, you're going to say please enter a valid number and then make a guess. And then if I did not enter a valid number again, it will still repeat. So it is a continue that will make it keep repeating until I enter a valid number. Once I enter a valid number now, you see that it is still asking me to make a guess because we ask it to continue. So I'm going to close this using my Control C. That's how we used to close a loop that is endless or something like that. So I say if guess is digit, guess is equals to int, and then make a guess. Well, let's say now we are going to still make another if statement. Let's say if this if guessed, if the number we are guessing is equal to the number we are guessing is equal to the number the user entered, which is num range. No. If the number the user is guessing is equal to the random number that the computer is generating, then we are going to like print you got it, and then once we print you got it, then we are going to break. And I believe you know what break does. Break is going to stop the loop. So if the user enters a number that is equal to the number that the random number is generating, the computer is generating to us, is going to say you got it, and then it's going to break. So let's test it. But what if you did not get it? Something like that. And let's do that and test them at once. So let's say yes. We say print got it wrong. I think I should make this, you got it right. You got it right and you got it wrong. And then after it prints you got it wrong, it should still continue till the user can get it right. So the only condition that will make you break out of this loop is when the number you entered is equal to the number the computer is generating. And one more thing, I think I should leave this make a guess instead of please make a guess or something like that. So welcome to this guess game. Please enter a number and then the user will enter a number like 5. And then it's asking us to make a guess within the range 3. You got it wrong. 3 again. You got it right. I see we're out of the loop. So it will keep generating the number. So now we are going to check. We are going to see if what the computer is generating so that it won't be as if we cannot see what the computer, whether it is beneath our guess or below our guess. So I can say something like, or let's say, I'm going to say something like print random number. That's what I'm going to say print random number. So it's going to print random number, and then if guess is equal to random number or something like that, if it is not equal, let's see now. Let's see how far we have come. Then please make a guess. I'll say let's enter a number, I'll enter 3, and then make a guess. I'll say 2. We got it wrong. But it did not print the number for us, so I'm going to still go back. I'm still going to go back so that I want to see the number that the computer printed before it's asking me to get it wrong. So I think I'm going to remove this print random from here. Print random is equal to this. I think we should print here. Print random number here. Let's see again. Yeah, that was the right place we're supposed to put it. Enter number 3 and then make a guess 2. You got it right. See, it prints 2 for us and tell us that we got it right. If we run it again and then enter number 5, make a guess 3, you got it wrong. So you got it wrong. If you got it wrong, it's not going to print the number for us. That's another thing. So we have to make sure that even when we get it wrong, it has to print the number out for us. I think I'm going to put this out. Control X. And I have to put it somewhere here so that when we get it, is the best place we're going to put it so that when we get it right or wrong, we have our input. Then one more thing, we have to make it something we have to count the number of guesses so that let's say when you get it right, it will tell you that you get it right after some number of guesses. So I can say something like count equal to 0. Then each time the loop run, we're going to say something like count equals to increment the count equals with 1. So what this does is going to keep track how many times we guessed the number, and then it's going to tell us when we finally get it right. It's going to tell us we get it right after some kind of guess. So yes, you got it right. That's enough. You got it wrong. You got it right. Then print. Let's say after, then I think here's where we are going to use our count. Let us use comma after count. Guesses. But we have to enter comma here to separate them and new guesses. So you got it. Sorry. I need to put this where we got it right, so let's call this out. We got it right here. I messed up with my code. I will click random and Ctrl Z. I think I messed up with my code. Let's say if this is or something. I think this has to be here. Let me fix it. I think this was in the wrong place. So I'm going to put it and then I'm going to bring it back to here. And then this one, initially this one was the one I'm supposed to put there. So I mistakenly took the wrong number and put it there. So this is how it should be. let me explain again. After checking all these things and if the number is true, then here he's going to print the random number which is generated. Then if this random number is equal to this guess, he's going to print you got it right, and he's going to print after you got it right after count guesses, something like that, so that we know the number of time we guessed before getting it right. And then else is going to print you got it wrong and continue the looping. So let's test it and see if our code is working fine. What is the indentation error? So this should not have been space here. You have to be careful when putting space. I think let me clear my screen here. And let me run the program. Welcome to this guess number. Please enter a number. I'll enter 5. And then make a guess 3. You got it wrong. You printed the computer returned 4. And then I'll guess 2 again. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. The computer returned 5. So let me use 2 and see if I'm going to get it right. Let me remove myself from here. And then see. I keep getting it wrong. So let's see when I'm going to get it right using 2. And finally, I got it right because the computer, I made a guess 2 and the computer returned 2, and 2 of them is equal, so I got it right after 9 guesses. So you see, I believe this program is working fine as expected. So this is how we build for ourselves a guess game in Python. If you have any question, I will expect you to drop the question in the comment box, or feel free to share this video, comment, like, and subscribe for more. Thank you. See you in our next series.